Somebody commented that my previous video may have come across as anti-intellectual. Now, I don't know if I agree, as most of the comments seem pretty positive, but just in case, I thought that I would address this. I wanted to call attention to the problem of dogma in the field of science because a lot of people are frankly not aware of it. Case in point, most people are familiar with the first law of thermodynamics. It basically states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only modified. Now, I took that for granted because it is called a law, until I later on realized that there were certain circumstances in which the universe fails to adhere to said law. You see, the universe is said to be expanding, and as the universe expands, the volume of space increases, and the amount of dark energy in the expanding volume also increases. And therein lies an apparent violation of the first law of thermodynamics. Another example where energy is not conserved has to do with the cosmic microwave background. The cosmic microwave background is light that has been around since the universe was young. It was visible when the universe was just a couple 100,000 years old, but it has now lost its energy over time, thus it's no longer visible. And no, the decrease of the CMD does not make up for the increase of dark energy that we're seeing as the universe expands. Dark energy is increasing at a much higher rate than the CMD is losing energy. This is a net energy gain. Now, both instances can be classified as a violation of energy conservation. Some scientists have attempted to redefine energy so that the first law can still be applicable. Others have modified their understanding of the first law to only apply to our small bubble of the universe, not across vast stretches of time. But then that would make the first law a theory and not a law. And therein lies the problem. A lot of what is presented to us as fact or law only seems like fact or law due to our extremely limited perspective from our present understanding of the nature of our reality. That is subject to change. And these ideas are presented to us as infallible when they are not. And that is what makes it dogma. On top of that, any new scientists that propose opposing theories are essentially silenced, and that's a problem. That is anti-intellectual. One of my favorite pastimes is watching physics professors argue with each other on YouTube as to how the other theories of other physicists are wrong. The discourse is relatively civil, and each party presents evidence to why their theory is credible, which sounds credible until, of course, the other party presents their explanation. And I think the same should occur when scientific information is presented to the general public. However, a lot of the time, theories are presented as though there is a unified consensus, when there's not. And oftentimes, arguments to the contrary are hidden away. Most people, for example, are unaware that there are arguments against the Big Bang theory, and many had never heard of emerging theories like the Big Bounce theory or the ekpyrotic theory. As a result, most people who are not religious accept the Big Bang theory as fact. So once again, I will say, most of which we have been programmed to accept as fact are not fact, but theory. Scientists with opposing theories have a hard time getting funding or are oftentimes discouraged from doing research. This is widely understood in the field of academia and something wide-eyed grad students have to learn the hard way.